by if he's Michael Vick, all the way to the game of the week.
I don't envy the voters who have to decide on an NFL Coach of the Year. How do you choose between Bill Belichick, Bill Cowher, and Andy Reid, who all were 12-1 coming into this week's games? And how do you ignore Marty Schottenheimer, who's taken the San Diego Chargers from worst to first in the AFC West? And just to complicate matters, let me suggest two other candidates: Carolina's John Fox and Atlanta's Jim Mora. The Panthers were 1-7 at one point. They had lost a league-high 14 players to injury. But John Fox kept the team together and playing hard. The Panthers won 5 games in a row to get back in the NFC playoff race. All Jim Mora has done is lead the Falcons to their best record since their Super Bowl season of 1998. They've already won twice as many games as they did a year ago. Not bad for a rookie head coach. John Fox and Jim Mora both have done outstanding jobs getting their teams to this point, and in Week 15, they were a prime-time matchup in the Georgia Dome.
If music tames the savage beast, it's no surprise that NFL players spend so much downtime with a pair of headphones. Music has joined stretching and warm-up drills as a pregame ritual.
I go by the name of DJ Cowboy, the official DJ for the Atlanta Falcons. Tonight, the Atlanta Falcons take on the Carolina Panthers. Carolina trying to make the playoffs. We're trying to get home field through the playoffs, so it's a big game.
They had some music on. You got to turn that up, too. Ty Detmer, gotta get some music on this.
Before each and every game, I have to get a certain list of certain songs together for Michael Vick. Michael Vick is probably the most exciting quarterback, if not player, in the game.
I don't like to put the cart before the horse, but it's going to be a good day today, I say that.
Vick has been making headlines ever since he arrived in the league. But this year, his entire team is basking in the spotlight. The old country song is called "The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia." But the 2004 Falcons are trying to rewrite those lyrics.
We're going to turn the lights on in Georgia.
Yeah, they're going to turn it on, but we're going to turn them out. What's up? They can turn them on, we're going to turn them out. What's up? Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
We can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Pump it up.
Is that him?
Coach needs to talk to you. Hang on one second.
Roddy, we can't even hear the music down here. No, it's got to be loud, baby. This is a big game.
Basically, this is Michael Vick's song that he come out to, special request.
This our second round. We either win or we go home. It's just plain and simple. We win or we go home. And I'm not ready to go home.
There ain't no damn mercy rule in this league. There just ain't, baby. You can punish them 3 hours. That's what we're about to do, baby. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate!
It's that time of year. By Week 15, good teams have clinched playoff spots. But very good teams never let up, no matter the week, no matter the circumstance. The Panthers' first drive started with 3 straight runs. The result was a 3-and-out.
Michael Vick makes his 35th career start tonight. He's 22-11-1 as a starter, 4-0 against the Panthers.
Michael Vick's first throw was a preview of the game's feature matchup. Panthers defensive end Julius Peppers would be Vick's shadow all game long, and he helped hold the Falcons to just 1 yard on their opening drive. For number 7, every play is a learning experience. Vick has studied the West Coast offense for only a few months. His defensive teammates gave him another opportunity for on-the-job training.
Play action to Goings. Stallone back in the pocket. Ball popped loose, and the Falcons have it.
Great job by Keith Brooking coming off the left side, beating the blocker, beating Goings, going and stripping Stallone. Playmakers make plays in the big game. Great job.
In big games, Michael Vick is not enough. Atlanta's success depends on all its playmakers, including running back Warrick Dunn.
Here's Vick giving to Dunn. He'll cut back 35. First down at the 30. Turned over by Ricky Manning at the 26-yard line of the Panthers.
Oh, fabulous cut by Warrick Dunn to the right, making Julius Peppers realize that he's not playing basketball anymore. He cut and broke his ankles on that one.
The many moves of Warrick Dunn are often overshadowed by the speed of Michael Vick. But Dunn is one of the most versatile backs in the league, and head coach Jim Mora utilizes him to the fullest.
Shotgun play with Warrick Dunn. He'll fake it to Vick, cut it back, and dive forward for what should be a first down at the 16-yard line.
And if I was Will Witherspoon, he got up the field, I would have hit Michael Vick right in the mouth, because you don't know if he's going to get the ball or not, and it should be an automatic hit.
If the Panthers wanted to hit Vick, they would get plenty of chances.
Zoom F left, H3 Rattler. Let's work the tight end to the fullback. Green left, zoom F left, H3 Rattler. 5-step drop.
Vick a fake. Steps back up in the pocket. He's going to dance here to the left, tuck it away. 10, 5, and out of bounds goes Michael Vick at the 4-yard line.
Hey, zebra, zebra! Zebra! Zebra, zebra, zebra! Green right snug, 14 release in the quick count. Green right snug, 14 release in the quick count.
If there's been one knock against Vick, it's that he has yet to develop the judgment and passing touch needed as a West Coast quarterback. Don't look now, but he's on his way.
Here's Vick throwing for Fennerin. Oh, touchdown Atlanta.
Beautiful throw by Mike Vick on the fade route. Chris Gamble didn't have a chance in the world.
That's a pretty good look, and it's Brian Fennerin's first touchdown of the year.
He's only 6'5", Wes. Who better to go to?
Was having a miserable first quarter. And it only got worse.
Back to throw. Again, pumps plenty of time. Avoids the sack from Smith. Now he fumbles the ball again. And he falls on it at the 25-yard line. He got away from Brady Smith, but then was scrambling.
And the one thing you got to say about the Atlanta Falcons defensive front is that they're relentless. They just absolutely get after you and chase you down.
Allen will move to his right, play from the 33, cut back. There'll be, oh, no marker. I thought he got face masked. He'll get across the 36.
They missed that one.
Boy, I thought Rossum had his face mask jerked around. It's a 42-yard punt and a 3-yard return.
The Falcons started their third drive with just over 3 minutes left in the quarter.
Play action. Looks back to the right. Now dancing in the pocket. He'll step back up. Looking for a path. Has it. 40, 45. Peppers giving chase midfield. Knocks him out of bounds. Panther bench. Michael hurdles that. And up against the wall on the south side of the building.
The sight of a young quarterback leaping over benches would panic some coaches. But Morris simply likes seeing the kid play.
Vick sprinting here to his left. He'll pump down the field. Now tuck it, fake the pass, and knocked out of bounds by Dan Morgan. And here comes the marker from Larry Nimmers.
Look at Jim. Look at Jim getting on him. Jim Moore. Coach Moore pointing, say, get off our sideline. I love him, boy.
Tensions were rising on both sidelines.
Larry Nimmers and the rest of the refs in the NFL want to baby this guy.
And if they're going to call that, then I'm telling you, take it hard to hit next time.
No one was playing harder than Warrick Dunn, who carried the ball 9 times for 49 yards in the first quarter and drove the Falcons back into the red zone. A sack and a holding penalty forced the Falcons into a 3rd and 31 at the start of the second quarter. Once again, Vick stepped aside for his running back.
Snap is to Warrick Dunn. He'll cut it back at the 30. Dunn to the outside 25 and back inside the 20 to the 19. Make it a little more manageable for Jay Feely.
The Falcons were scoring early and looked nearly unstoppable doing it.
And if this is going to be an omen of this offense's performance for the rest of the night, it's going to be a long evening in the Georgia Dome.
Who knew what a nail-biter this night would become?
This Carolina offense, which has been stuck in neutral since the game started. First series 3 and out. Second series, Delhomme fumble on the first play. Last series, nothing happened.
The Panthers finally came to life on their first drive of the second quarter.
Jake's going to have to be surgical today. Absolutely, because we can't run the ball right now.
Delhomme has time. Far side for Moose. He's up and he's got it. And breaks a tackle at the 50. And he takes it into Atlanta territory. Protection down the middle. It's caught. Mango's got a first down. Play action. Good protection again. Nobody open. Now he dumps it off near side. Goings. 25. Jumps over his tackler. He's got another first down.
The Panthers are getting them in double digits now. 13 here, 18 here, 15 here. Jake Delhomme, by the way, is 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 4 on this drive. 6 of 6 in the ball game, now 70 yards passing.
Traveling virtually the length of the field, Carolina ran off nearly 7 minutes before cashing in on their first score of the night.
Stay alive here. Alert pressure. 1-1-6.
Delhomme back to throw. Good time. Fires over the middle. Touchdown! Hassan Muhammad.
A phenomenal season Muhammad is having. Has 12 touchdown receptions. That's 8 over the past 6.5 games.
And 3 huge catches on that drive.
And Jake Delhomme, I said you had to be surgical. That ball was delivered on a rope, because if it wasn't delivered, Brian Scott would have had an interception.
You know he didn't see it, yeah. Hell of a throw, Jake.
Good job. Way to go, Jake. If we get in buzz, we got safety in there. He's dropping right down in there. Hey, let me know. It's just like I said, you got to alert to each side what's going on the other side, so it won't be a surprise.
Then the Falcons' special teams nearly got the touchdown back.
We start. Fellas, you're damn close. Let's get it started right here again. Yes, sir. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, wedge left a call now. Wedge left a call. Let's get the end zone right here. TD on 3. 1, 2, 3. TD!
High end over end kick toward Rossum, who will play from the 9. 15-20. Allen looking for a seam. Bounces to the outside. 25-30. Needs a block. DeMario Williams out front.
Whoa! Lightning in the bottle, Wes. That's what he is there.
That is 50 yards, and Chris Gamble saved the Panthers.
The drive began on the Carolina 41. With excellent field position, the Falcons and their followers envisioned a quick retaliatory strike. That vision quickly went up in smoke.
Here's Vick. Play action to right. Panthers really read it well. Michael now got to make something happen. Boy, he took a heck of a shot.
The Panthers defense is fast, and no one is faster than Julius Peppers.
Running play. Oh, man, another ripping hit by Carolina Peppers.
Peppers is also strong. He carried tackle Todd Weiner, number 74, on his back while using his speed to shut down the play. Atlanta was forced to settle for a field goal. That didn't go according to plan either.
Snap. Kick by Feely is up. And it is no good. Jay Feely misses it just to that left of the left upright. So after a big kickoff return, the Panther defense comes up huge, and Carolina gets the ball back with good field position.
I didn't want to take that cut and go all the way back.
No question. No, that's the right deal. That's the right deal. Then we got a chance to play short yards again. You know what I'm saying?
While the Falcons offense attempted to regroup, the Panthers put together their second scoring drive of the quarter. Nick Goings revived Carolina's dormant running game. Muhsin Muhammad simply ran over Atlanta tacklers.
Stallone fires Muhsin. Nice catch inside the 40. They're trying to strip the ball, but Moose breaks free, and he's down to the 31-yard line.
What a great play by Moose to hang on to it. D'Angelo Hall wasn't interested in making the tackle. He was just trying to take the football from him. Meanwhile, Muhammad just spun and got another 5-6 yards out of it.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Muhsin Muhammad is taking these boys to school right now.
He's got 83 yards on 7 catches here in the first half.
He's doing whatever he wants to do. And they know they're throwing to him.
And since the Falcons took the 10-0 lead, guys, Atlanta has run 5 offensive plays. The Panthers are getting ready to run their 22nd offensive play.
Inside the Falcon 5, Carolina ordered up a touchdown to go, and heavy on the Peppers.
Here comes Peppers to play offense. Saw this a little bit last week against the Rams. I mean, Chuck told you he's 6'6". He's huge, and they line him up wide left against Brian Scott. So the Falcons addressing Julius Peppers in that regard.
Stallone takes the snap. He's going to throw it up for Peppers. It's a fade, and he caught it, but he was out of bounds.
1 foot in, 1 out.
How about the athleticism of Julius Peppers? He goes up twisting in the air and makes this catch.
Julius Peppers, what can he not do? My goodness.
Well, he doesn't kick field goals, at least not yet. Reliable John Casey handled that chore. With the score now deadlocked, Carolina felt it had the momentum to win in Atlanta for the first time since 1997.
The Panthers have battled their way back, and we're all even after 30 minutes. Teams headed to the locker room, halftime of the Georgia Dome. It's the Carolina Panthers 10, the Atlanta Falcons 10.
The Carolina defenders began the second half convinced they were on the right track against the Falcons offense.
Hey, tell the truth. Protect. See, Scoop? They're going to the nose, trying to push him, trying to bump him with the guard, and push him, and the center going up.
Thus far, Atlanta had completed only 2 passes. Although they're the NFL's top rushing team, Michael Vick knew he'd have to throw more often to keep Carolina honest. The Falcons' first drive of the third quarter mixed in a run here and there, but passes accounted for most of the yardage.
Michael throws, ball got partially deflected. Des White comes back to it and makes the catch at the Carolina 46-yard line.
And great concentration too, Wes.
Oh, ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, but Des White makes a super shoestring grab and got rolled over, turned the ankle over.
The longest play of the drive was a completion to Michael Jenkins until a penalty flag took away most of the game.
Michael steps up downfield, caught Michael Jenkins at the 15, taken down at the Panther 14-yard line, and markers are thrown in behind the play on a 21-yard throw and catch.
You're going to get a rookie mistake. He's going to get a taunting as he spun the ball on the ground in front of Ricky Manning Jr.'s face. As he jumps up, he spins the ball on the ground.
Play ends up netting 7 yards to the 28.
Falcon tempers were quickly soothed by their tiny tailback.
First down give is to Warrick Dunn. Cuts it here to the near side. 25, 20, 15. And that should take Warrick Dunn over 100 yards. It does on a 17th carry. 102 yards tonight for Dunn.
It was the first time since Week 8 that an opposing runner had rushed for over 100 yards against the Panthers, who were winless whenever that's happened this season. A missed assignment by a veteran Carolina defender contributed to the breakdown.
Mike Minter comes up in a free safety spot, and Warrick Dunn just freezes him right in the hole. That's Mike Minter's play. Has to make that tackle.
But Dunn wasn't done yet.
Green right, snug, 18 release. Quick count, green right, snug, 18 release, quick count.
Quick give is to Dunn. Cuts it back at the right. Dancing to the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta.
Warrick Dunn does an excellent job of vision, hitting the hole. He always picked up positive yards.
Well, and they're without his running mate, T.J. Duckett, tonight, who had 4 touchdowns last week, and without their starting fullback, Griffith, who's out for the rest of the year.
And you can't get tired. You can't get tired. Okay.
Hey, how do I stuff it up, baby? You made that release. That was great. Because they widened the end. They got us called inside. You had one to beat. That's great, baby. Keep that going.
Listen to me. On the zone play, let's get our pads down a little bit lower. Okay? Let's go hit blocks a little bit lower on first down. They got Zebra with the tight end in the back at home. Okay? Now, if we can go get some separation here, we'll go rush this up out.
Warrick Dunn's touchdown allowed the Falcons to retake the lead. This time, Atlanta's defense was determined to hold it. Carolina's first possession of the second half ended with a 3-and-out.
Delhomme from under center. In motion comes Mangum, the tight end here to the left. Delhomme drops back. Sets up in the pocket. Now being flushed around. He'll be sacked. Lavallee, Rod Coleman in on the mix back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 3. It's the 3rd sack of the ball game for Atlanta.
That's the way to come out. Good job coming out, baby.
Hey, man, that was a nice rush, man. That second down. Nice rush, fellas. Nice heat with 4 guys. Nice heat with 4 guys.
Another long punt return by Allen Rawson gave the Falcons the ball near the 50. With a short field, Carolina crowded the line, anticipating a straight-ahead run from Warrick Dunn. Instead, they got dizzy chasing Michael Vick.
Did you see that smoke coming off of Mike Vick's shoes? Dan Morgan did, because that's all he could see was the back of them. What are the new cleats he got on West?
The experience, too.
Well, he got the experience, and it wasn't the ride he liked.
Vick had the Panthers reeling. On a critical 3rd down, number 7 beat Carolina with his legs and his arm.
Panthers need to make a stop here. Atlanta at the 21. It's 3rd and 7.
Michael's going to run to the left. Throw. Caught. Fennerin.
Yeah.
Sliding out of bounds. First down at the Carolina 13-yard line. And when all the chips have been pushed to the center of the table tonight, it's been the former Villanova Wildcat on the receiving end.
Brian Fennerin has stepped up twice now for Michael Vick.
All day. All day. All day. All day.
Great job. Hey, Vick.
Keep on working. Keep on making them plays. Tiger 85. Tiger 85. Tiger 85. Tiger 85.
2nd and 9 at the 12. White in motion to the left side. Here's Vick. Setting. Looks. Throws. White. Touchdown.
And you give Michael Vick and company a short field, they'll kill you.
Vick fires the ball in, and Gamble goes for the knockdown. Great concentration by Des White.
Bad gamble. Touchdown.
A second look shows how close Carolina came to hitting the jackpot. Wide receiver Des White lined up split left. At the snap, White ran a short out route. Tight end Algie Crumpler ran down the seam and occupied 2 defenders, creating space in the middle of the field. When White bent his route back to the void, Gamble tried to close in, but had too much ground to make up. One step closer, or a split second sooner, and Carolina may have had 6 the other way. Instead, Atlanta opened up a 14-point lead.
job on that now. They're coming after us.
See, what's that fact? You see in streak. So it's you and Kerry, you got streak. And you give them, because I saw him. I saw him what he did. Yeah, exactly.
Despite facing another double-digit deficit, Jake Delhomme was resolute. Carolina began a comeback, but their once promising drive was again trampled by the Falcons' pass rush.
New York personnel, 98.
Dome crowd to its feet. Delhomme drops back. Smith coming. Fumble! Kearney recovers. Brady Smith stripped Jake Delhomme, and Patrick Kearney comes up with a fumble recovery.
Jordan Gross was 2 seconds off the ball. Brady Smith smokes him with a speed rush.
And the nightmare of the third quarter continues.
Carolina had been jamming the box with as many as 9 defenders to stop the run. Offensive coordinator Greg Knapp made adjustments to the Falcons' vertical passing game, hoping to loosen the Panthers' grip.
Man, they got 25 people at the line of scrimmage now. They pulling people out of the stands.
That means those corners are one-on-one on the outside, and I got to figure somebody down there wearing a red jersey can get deep. Play action to right. Here comes the pressure. Vick sets. Throwing the deep ball for Peerless. Price intercepted. And it is Chris Gamble who comes up with his 5th interception of the year on a pass intended for Peerless Price.
Keep battling for me now. You know what I mean? They're going to have to leave you.
Atlanta's plan backfired. Instead of increasing their lead, the Falcons had given Delhomme and the resilient Panthers another chance to get back in the game.
So here we go. 2 receivers left. Delhomme. Deep drop around the 2. Fires over the middle. Wide open. Mangum at the 25. Breaks free at the 30. All the way up to the 35-yard line.
They're going to calm down, yeah.
Well, I would think if you're the Carolina coaching staff, you got to figure Jake Delhomme now. They're going to load it up on his back and let him try to make some plays throwing the football. That's really where all their success has been.
This needs to be a touchdown drive.
Oh, definitely.
This needs to be a touchdown drive.
2nd and 10, Carolina at their 35. Delhomme back to pass. Pumps. Oh, come on. Gets away. Scrambles near side. Now throws it wide open. Caught. Nice catch by Seidman.
Playing with the same abandon that helped Carolina win their last 5 games, Delhomme drove the Panthers the length of the field.
Muhammad, 9 catches, 122 yards. So that's 78 receptions. 1,282 this season. Back to throw on 2nd down. He pumps over the middle. Seidman carrying 3 Falcons down around the 11-yard line. And 10, Carolina, they're at the Atlanta 11-yard line. They fake the reverse. Down the middle it goes. Touchdown!
Got a game here, guys.
3:54 the time of the drive. It is a 9-play, 98-yard drive.
Jake Delhomme is putting up some unbelievable numbers right now.
How are you on the backside? They play 2 or they play quarter? They play quarters, it looks like. Huh? Playing outside leverage. Outside, all right. So play quarters. But in motion and the fake reverse. Backside. Got a little confused. Good job.
Carolina's defense held again. But before the Panthers had a chance to tie the score, the NFL's best punt coverage unit snatched the momentum away.
Here's the punt. High floater near side. Fumbled. Big pile up. Atlanta's got it at the 27-yard line. Well, special teams have been just awful tonight. Wesley went by him. He just missed it.
He picked his head up and looked at the guy connect. But you already called fair catch, so why are you bothering looking at the guy coming at you?
All right, now it's up to the defense, Eugene. Need to make a stop.
You got to go ahead and try to get a sack on Michael Vick. It was elusive.
Containing Vick had been a nearly impossible task. The only player who could match his athleticism was Julius Peppers. With the game on the line, number 90 made a play that will be talked about in Dixie for years.
2nd and 11 from the 28-yard line. Vick short drop. Oh. He fumbled the ball. Peppers has it in the air. Vick down the sideline. 40, 30. No one's going to touch him. Julius Peppers is going to score a touchdown.
Merry Christmas.
My goodness.
It was gift wrap.
Winston Buckner beats Keenan Forney with one move. That's not even close. I mean, Mike had no chance on this play.
Vick was back to pass. Ball popped out, and Peppers, Johnny on the spot, races 61 yards. If he's not regarded as one of the top 5 athletes in this league, he ought to be, because the guy just continually makes unbelievable play after unbelievable play.
Yeah. When you go across, don't even worry about that guard. Nice job.
Peppers' play completed a remarkable comeback, and it silenced the Georgia Dome crowd. Carolina still had a chance to win its 6th in a row.
Right here, it's 0-0. What is it? 10 minutes left.
Right.
We get the ball.
We got the ball. 10 minutes
We get the
left.
ball.
0-0.
We overcome that. Let's go.
Short kick from Casey. Rossum comes up, and he's going to play, and they will throw it. Far side is D'Angelo Hall.
And another absolutely terrible return coverage by the Panthers. This is 10 years of Panther football, and I've never seen our special teams more outplayed in a game. It is unbelievable.
No, atrocious would be the word.
Down the far sideline, taken out of bounds at the Carolina 36-yard line.
Hey, look, when we go back, man, we got to continue to play smart. We got to play smart, man. We got to finish this thing up right. You got to. You know it's over. Communicate. Hey, boy, you look good with that rock in your hand.
But Atlanta couldn't capitalize on D'Angelo Hall's 49-yard return. With 3rd and 26 on the Carolina 46, the Falcons committed another costly turnover.
Vick out of the shotgun, 3-man rush, fires over the middle. Crumpler's got it at the 25 and fumbled the ball. I think Carolina's got it.
Jim Mora felt that Algie Crumpler was down by contact, but the passion that propelled his challenge was no match for the proof offered by the replay.
We got a great look at that. That's a fumble.
Not even close.
Ardell Hawkins forced the fumble, and Dan Morgan recovered.
It's the 3rd Atlanta turnover of the second half, and their 4th of the ball game.
Once again, a takeaway would lead to a score for Carolina.
Jake back to pass, feeling some heat, throws down the middle. Moose got it. Did he hold on? Yes. Now he gets up and starts to run, but they'll mark him down. 39-yard line.
Unbelievable determination. I mean, he took a shot and held on to that football. I don't know how he held on to it.
Wow, Brian Scott really put the load on him, but Muhammad held on for a 17-yard catch.
2nd down, 4 yards to go. Panthers at their 45. 2 receivers left, Seidman and tight right. Blitz coming up the middle. They pick it up. Jake's got plenty of time. Here's the throw, and across the middle, it's Colbert. Races to the near sideline at the 30. He's down to the 20. He's to the 15, and then finally out of bounds. And he's out at the 12-yard line. And credit the O-line for picking up that blitz and giving Jake time to throw. Second and 9. Delhomme under center. Back to throw. Little dump off to Hoover at the 10. Puts the head down at the 5. Carries 2, 1. Hoover towards the end zone. No, down at the 1-yard line. What an incredible effort by Brad Hoover. 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick hitter goings up the middle. Cuts to the left side. 2-1 touchdown.
The Panthers had driven 78 yards in 7 plays to take their first lead of the game.
Unbelievable. With 3:37 to go when this quarter started, the Panthers were down 24-10. They have put 21 points on the board thanks to a tenacious defense and an offense that once again found a great rhythm.
Let's go. Good job, baby. Let's go.
think this is a game of emotion. Michael Vick's hanging his head on the bench. I mean, they're looking up. They can't believe they're down 7 points right now.
Michael Vick has been like a golfer who missed the putt and throws the club down on the ground. Clearly upset because things are not going his way.
Well, we've seen the Falcon team challenged in a number of ways throughout the season. Through the 13 games, we've seen him win a variety of different ways, and this is going to be another one that we have not seen, is Michael Vick having to bring his team back here in the final 3:30 to try to tie this football game up.
2nd and 10 at the 29. Here's Vick. Pressure coming. Michael steps up in the pocket, has a running lane. 30 coming here to the near side, 35. First down, knocked out of bounds at the 40, 41-yard line.
Michael Vick was seizing control of the game.
Here's Vick. Pressure coming. He's going to throw. White's there. Caught. 40. Dare's looking to make a move. Cuts back. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, and tripped up at the 6.
He had to let the ball go well before Des White came out of his break, and the ball was right on the money. This is usually when Michael starts to do his stuff in the 4th quarter.
Des White had taken Vick's pass 54 yards to the Carolina 5. Vick was beating the Panthers to the punch, but Carolina was hardly down for the count.
These two teams have just taken turns throwing big-time haymakers at each other. 2nd and goal. 2:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Vick takes the snap, drops back to throw, hits him behind. That might be a fumble. It's loose around the 2-yard line, and Atlanta's got it. And Michael Vick has taken a beating tonight from this Carolina defense.
After a holding penalty and an incomplete pass, the Falcons were on the 12-yard line, where they faced a 4th and goal and a battle-fatigued defense.
Both defenses are just flat out exhausted at this point.
Flat out exhausted, and we are exhausted. I hope we got a fresh Julius Peppers down on the right-hand side, though.
For the Falcons' 4th down play, the Panthers had to catch their second wind, and then corral a force of nature named Michael Vick.
With a 7-point lead, 1:44 to go. And Atlanta at the Carolina 12, 4th down goal.
And Atlanta might be down to their final swing at the bat.
Vick has the ball. Scrambling up the middle. 10. Vick at the 5. Dive. I don't think he got in.
His knee.
Oh, they gave him a touchdown.
Took his knee.
Now the referees can look at this again.
Yes.
Inside of 2 minutes.
They need to check his knee. His knee is down.
The officials can look at this. And if he's down at the 1-yard line, ball game's over.
But after a review, the touchdown call was upheld. The replays show that on Vick's stretch run, the run wasn't quite as incredible as the stretch.
Michael Vick stays elevated like Superman and crosses the plane before he touches down.
He launched from the 3 and just hovered above the ground.
That was amazing.
That was a levitation type of thing going on.
There's no other quarterback who can extend his body and score on that play.
No, because he was about 3 inches from the ground. His whole body's parallel almost.
I hate that guy.
Obviously, we didn't have a spy on him, did we?
Well, Dan Morgan was a spy.
He took a shot at him, and he missed him. Because, I mean, Michael Vick's just that fast.
He just accelerated. It was nothing Dan Morgan could do on that play.
He tackled his jet stream because it was past him already.
Yeah.
He grabbed Superman's cape as he was going by.
The Panthers got the ball back with 1:37 left. But the team that had played with abandon for 5 straight weeks abandoned their daring style. They advanced no further than their own 27.
Very strange play call.
I think we're going to run out the clock.
I don't like it. You may not get the ball back again. Well, I don't like it.
I don't think there's any doubt that the Falcons have created all the momentum after watching the Panthers score 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Heads is called. Carolina won the toss. They will receive. Which goal are you going to defend?
Good ball handling back there. Stay with the plan. I want to go
overtime, Jake Delhomme tried in vain to recapture the bravado that had produced 340 passing yards during regulation. He misfired on 2 deep throws, and his second miss brought about the beginning of the end for Carolina.
Here's Delhomme dropping back, sets, throwing down the middle for Ricky Pearl. It's intercepted. Aaron Beasley. Midfield, 45, 40. Beasley needs blockers, 30. Beasley, 25, and tripped up into 23.
Aaron Beasley's 30-yard interception return took the Falcons to the Carolina 23-yard line. Atlanta ran 2 plays and gained just 3 yards. But Carolina had to face the inevitable field goal. Jim Mora elected to send out place kicker Jay Feely on 3rd down.
Kick out on 3rd down in case it's a poor snap.
In a game that seemed like a long-distance sprint, Feely gave the Falcons their finishing kick.
Kick is away. Good night. Atlanta wins. 34-31 is the final. Jay Feely's 38-yard field goal. Atlanta is a winner for the 11th time this year. They finished the regular season 7-1 at home.
Run by the Carolina Panthers comes to an end. 2 games left, mathematically probably still in the playoff race, but boy, a lot of teams are back in it now.
Despite this tough loss to Atlanta, Carolina is still in a 3-way tie with the Saints and the Rams for the last wild card spot. But just the fact that their postseason hopes still have a pulse is amazing. They've lost a lot of key players. Their 2 best running backs, their best receiver, an all-pro defensive tackle. But those who are healthy are playing great. Once, I thought the Defensive Player of the Year was between Baltimore's Ed Reed and Pittsburgh's James Farrior. But after watching Julius Peppers the last several weeks, I'd say this is now a 3-man race. And when you're casting your Pro Bowl ballot for the NFC's wide receiver, don't forget Carolina's Muhsin Muhammad. He's had 6 100-yard games and a career-high 12 touchdowns. After losing 7 of their first 8 games, the Panthers are finishing strong. Some teams in the NFC will stagger into the playoffs through the back door. The Panthers might be the first to crawl in through the cellar window.
You just got to see 2 of the most unique athletes in all of sports tonight when you got to watch Mike Vick on our side and Julius Peppers on their side. I mean, there's a ton of great athletes in professional sports, but those are 2 unique athletes that do things that others just can't do.